In case you haven't seen by now, Minkah Fitzpatrick changed defensive coordinator Terrell Austin's mind, making them call a timeout and switching the play to end up winning the game against the Green Bay Packers. And this is the full story. So, Minkah Fitzpatrick, he was out of the game with a hamstring injury, and the Steelers decided not to place him on the injury reserve list, even though they placed some other people like Pat Freiermuth and Deontay Johnson on the IR when they were dealing with their hamstring injuries. But Minkah Fitzpatrick, I guess they hope that he could be back within the 4 weeks and before that. So Minkah Fitzpatrick, he was out for the game. He had his headset on, and I guess he was listening to all the play calls throughout the game, offense and defense, because when you're out and you have the headset on, you're allowed to do that. So Minkah Fitzpatrick, when it comes to the end of the game and he heard Terrell Austin's play call, guess what he did? He ran to him, he kind of yelled, had a quick argument with him, making him switch the play and kind of forcing Mike Tomlin and Terrell Austin's hand into calling a timeout and have a quick discussion on the next play call and the better play call. And in case you haven't seen the quick clip of it, here's the video. So that's the video, and that's not it. There's a little bit of a longer version of the video, but I for some reason couldn't find it, and this is the one that I could find. So the other version of the video, also the person who was in the frame of the clip was the defensive backs coach, Grady Brown. So Minkah Fitzpatrick, after the game, Mark Kaboly of The Athletic, he went to Minkah Fitzpatrick and kind of asked him a question, and this was what Minkah Fitzpatrick had to say about the situation. Me and defensive backs coach Grady Brown talked to defensive coordinator Terrell Austin into changing it. And he also said that he had an idea from a familiar moment from a few years back, which made him go to Terrell Austin and have him switch the play. So, Mark Kaboly, he indicates on the message that Terrell Austin intended to have the Steelers defense play in man coverage from the 16-yard line from 1st and 10 with just 3 seconds left in play. But then, obviously, some members on the sideline, the defensive backs coach, Minkah Fitzpatrick, they're like, what are you doing? Like, why would you even think of doing that? Just play your guys back and have them guard the end zone. And you see the difference that it made. So, before the timeout, the defense came out with just 2 players at the goal line, stopping the end zone, 5 people at the 10-yard line, and 4 people rushing. But then, after the timeout, after Minkah Fitzpatrick's input and him kind of yelling, having a quick argument with Terrell Austin about the play call, the Steelers turned around and they came out with 7 players at the goal line, stopping the end zone. And the other 4 players were rushing the quarterback to try to get pressure on them. So instead of having those 5 players at the 10-yard line, they moved all those players back up and had them guard right at the end zone and allow nothing there, kind of building a wall across the end zone and have them read the play and make the interception. And that's what KZ did to end the game. Since there was no space for the quarterback, Jordan Love, to throw the ball into the end zone, what did KZ do? All he had to do was stand there, and the ball was thrown right at him. If it was thrown anywhere else in the end zone, it would have been thrown right at one of the other players. So, Minkah Fitzpatrick, he made the right call, and Terrell Austin didn't. But then at least Terrell Austin wasn't stubborn enough, and he listened to Minkah Fitzpatrick's input. You've seen Mike Tomlin right there. Defensive backs coach Grady Brown's right there. They all listened to the input, and they made the right decision. So, this situation is really cool. And it's good to see the coaches listen to the players and one of your captains on your team, even though he's not official captain, but one of your leaders on the team, one of your best players on the defense, someone who's always the defensive back, kind of overseeing the play and having to read the situation, having him on the sideline with the headset on, listening to play calls and deciding that the play needs to be changed for the better, and the team actually listening to him is a really good thing for the Steelers club and the Steelers organization, because having a guy give input, even though he's a player on the field, in certain situations is really good because they see a lot. Sometimes the coaches, they don't see as much as the players, even though he is the one calling the play. Minkah Fitzpatrick's kind of just listening to the play call, seeing what's going to happen on the field, putting himself in the situation of what happens if he was on the field. And he decided that the play call wasn't good enough and the Steelers need to switch it. So it's a really good thing to see that Minkah Fitzpatrick steps up, being a vocal leader. Many players could have heard that play call and would have been like, okay, let's just see what it does. Let's see if we end up winning this game. But Minkah Fitzpatrick was like, no, I know a better play. We need to switch this. This is better. He realized the importance of this game. If the Steelers lost to the Green Bay Packers, instead of their record being 6-3, their record would have been 5-4, and they would be in a tough situation in a competitive AFC, and especially the AFC North. So Minkah Fitzpatrick knew they had to win this game. He couldn't just sit back there and listen to the play call, knowing it's not good, and let the defense lose the game, especially after the fight that they put up all game with the offense struggling. He knew he had to do something about it, and he did. The coaches listened, and the Steelers won the game. And Minkah Fitzpatrick, when I said he reportedly got an idea from a similar approach the Steelers took back in the day, back when he was playing with the Steelers in 2020, in a game against the Baltimore Ravens, in a similar situation, up by 4 points, with the Ravens facing a 2nd and 10 from the Steelers' 28-yard line with 5 seconds left to play. The defense played the goal line once again, and Minkah Fitzpatrick was one who made the play, breaking up the pass at the goal line. So he has experience in these situations, and back in 2020, they played lining up across the goal line, and Minkah Fitzpatrick made the play. So when Minkah was on the sideline and in the same situation, up by 4 points, and they need a touchdown, he went to Terrell Austin, knowing that his situation back in 2020, that was a perfect play call to help seal the game against the Ravens. And he went to him, and he gave the same idea, because Terrell Austin wasn't the coordinator back in 2020. A different coordinator was. So he went to him, had him call that play, and the Steelers won the game. So learning from your experiences and not making a mistake and building off of your experiences is key to winning football games. And that's what leaders do, and that's what Minkah Fitzpatrick did, and we won the football game. So enough with that story, and I want to talk about one more thing before I end this video. So the Steelers are facing the Cleveland Browns this week, and Deshaun Watson, he's dealing with an injury. So usually when he's dealing with an injury, the next guy up for them is PJ Walker. But now the Cleveland Browns, they are turning to a rookie quarterback to face the Steelers, and the head coach, Kevin Stefanski, confirms to reporters that quarterback Dorian Thompson-Robinson will start against the Steelers on Sunday. So the Steelers are going to be facing a rookie quarterback in week 11. He's going to be the guy under center, not Deshaun Watson, not PJ Walker. And you usually look at the records that the Steelers have against rookie quarterbacks and how they always force them into turnovers. The only quarterback in the recent past who really did good against the Steelers was CJ Stroud. When you look at the other quarterbacks who usually play as a rookie, or even just a quick little game here and there, like a backup quarterback that comes in, you usually look at the records and the Steelers win that game. They have trouble facing the Steelers defense. We know the Steelers defense gets after the quarterback, gets interceptions, forces turnovers on the quarterback. So it's always a tough spot for a rookie or backup quarterback to come in and face the Pittsburgh Steelers. And now this is what Dorian Thompson-Robinson is going to have to do against the Steelers. In week 4, he played a game versus the Baltimore Ravens. He lost the game 28-3. Thompson-Robinson was just 19 of 36 for 121 yards and 3 interceptions on the day against the Baltimore Ravens. So you've seen the one start that he had, he struggled. So let's see if he's learned anything from that week 4 loss, and he's going to be facing another defense that's good. Not just the Baltimore Ravens back in week 4, now he's facing the Steelers, who turn over the quarterback. So let's see if he's able to win this game, or is he able to struggle just like every other player the Steelers face. They're usually rookies. So this is the Pittsburgh Steelers versus the Browns week, and this is just a quick news update on something that happened in the Packers game, and then a quick update on the Browns game. But with that being said, that's the end of this video. Let me know down in the comments below, how do you feel about the situation, and do you like it that Minkah Fitzpatrick has input on the Steelers defense and he was able to switch Terrell Austin's mind? Also, how do you feel about the Cleveland Browns starting Dorian Thompson-Robinson, a rookie? Do you believe they're making a mistake? They should have went with the veteran in PJ Walker, or do you believe that he's their best chance? And do you believe the Steelers will have a feast day on the rookie? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments below about both of the topics of this video. And also, don't forget to subscribe to the channel down below as well if you like serious content and analysis reports. Like the video, turn on post notifications down below for this channel as well, so you get notified whenever I post the next Steelers video. I cover everything Steelers, and I give you the best updates. And to stay updated right away, turn on notifications. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel down below as well. And I'll see you guys all later. Till next time, I'm out. Peace.